Hello students, hope you all are doing great. I'm Achal Chaudhary working as an assistant professor in management department. Today I'm going to share an online video on principles of management. If you haven't seen my previous videos, then please check them once as this video is linked up with the previous videos and this video will not be helpful if you haven't seen my previous videos. And link of the previous videos has been given in the description below. Please check them once. If you want the PDF notes of any video, then you can mail me regarding the same. My mail ID has been mentioned in the description of this channel. So students, I'm back with my online lecture series. So today I'm going to start your unit 4, and unit 4 includes your management control, its nature, purpose, and process of controlling, kinds of control system, prerequisites of effective control system, resistance to control, controlling techniques, and social audit. So these all topics are covered in your unit 4. So it's your first lecture from unit 4, and today we will start with the definition of control, nature of controlling, characteristics of control, and objectives of control. So today we will cover only these topics for your better understanding. And also students, one more thing, I will share some important questions and important topics with you whenever I feel like these are important topics from the examination point of view. So I will tell you in between the videos. And also I will try to relate some real life examples whenever I feel like it's important to like for your understanding. So I will try to relate some real life examples with your concepts. So let's get started. First of all, let's start with the understanding of control. What do we understand by the control? So let us understand with the definitions. Managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard and the correction of deviations to assure attainment of objectives according to plans. Or controlling is determining what is being accomplished, that is evaluating the performance and if necessary applying corrected measures so that performance takes place according to the plans. So here one thing is very important, that in both of these definitions what a common term we can find, that is we can measure the performance according to the plans. We have to measure the objectives according to plans. Basically, controlling is your last function of the management, and planning is your first step of that management process. So here what happens, that we have planned something in like future, for future. So here in controlling, what we have to do, we have to just ensure that whatever we have planned in a previous one, so that is going through according to our plan or not. So we have to measure it first of all. So the controlling function compares the actual performance with predetermined standards, find out deviation and attempts to correct with those attempts, or if there is any kind of deviations. Eventually, this process helps in formulation of future plans too. Thus, controlling functions help in bringing the management cycle back to planning. So students, suppose for example, let us understand, if you are going to produce like 250 masks according to the government guidelines. So you have planned to produce 250 masks according to the guidelines. So that is your planning. And after producing the mask, what you have to do, you are just checking it out that whether you have produced 250 masks or not. Secondly, you have to check that those masks are prepared according to the guidelines or not. And if there is some kind of deviation, अगर आपने guideline properly fulfill नहीं की है, if there is kind of any deviation in that process, then what you have to do, you have to just ensure कि वो deviation जो भी आपका difference आया है आप उसको eliminate करें, आप उसको ख़त्म करें. Suppose 250 masks की जगह you have produced only 200 masks, and out of which 50 masks are not up to the guidelines of the government. So what you have to do, you have to rectify those 50 masks. First of all, you have to rectify those masks according to the guidelines. After that, you have to also ensure that you are producing 250 masks. That is appropriate quality. That is of appropriate quality. That is your controlling process. This is how controlling process works. Nature of controlling. What is the nature of the controlling? First, it's a function of management. Control is a follow-up action to the other functions of management performed by managers to control the activities assigned to them in the organization. So students, what happened कि controlling is a function of management. Here managers takes the decision. They have the power to ensure whether the controlling is going through, like all the activities are going through in a right manner or not. So here managers are responsible for controlling. They have the power to take decisions. They have the power to delegate the authority. So here the power lies between the managers. So it is known as the function of management because they are the person, they are the one who is controlling the all the activities, who are controlling the plans which has been assigned to the employees. So here managers, or you can say management, is responsible for this function. Controlling is based on planning. Of course, planning is the first step of the management. Like first there is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and then it's controlling. So control is totally based on planning because जो आपने plan बनाया, you have to work according it. If you are not working according it, then what's the use of making the plan? So it's a first step of your management process. Control is designed to evaluate actual performance against predetermined standards set up in the organization. Plans serve as the standard of desired performance. Planning sets the course in the organization, and control ensures according to the chosen course of action. What do you understand by this, student? Planning क्या करता है? Planning just set out a guideline, set out a कि हमें इससे काम करना है. We have to work on this. We have to work like this. This is our planning. And by ensuring our action, when the when all our actions are ensured by the output, that is your control. So control ensures your actions whatever be chosen as a course of action in the organization. Next is your control is a dynamic process. It involves continuous review of standards of performance and results in corrective action, which may lead to changes in other functions of management. See students, whenever a plan or anything whichever is designed in a management, if it's a static one, then it will not be fulfilled, it will not fulfill the organization objective. But if it is a dynamic one, then you can make changes according to the environment changes. So that is the best process. So here what you have to do, you have to just continuous review the standards of performance and take the corrective actions. So you have to make a changes according to the requirement, according to the nature, or you can say according to the changes in environment. Otherwise your plan will not work. Next is your information is the guide to control. Control depends upon the information regarding actual performance. Accurate and timely availability of feedback is essential for effective control action. An efficient system of reporting is required for a sound control system. This requires continuous monitoring and review of operation. So what do you understand by this? I'm sure you didn't understand anything. So basically, what you have to understand, information is the guide to control. मीन्स अगर आपके पास प्रॉपर इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा, इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग अ प्रॉपर एक्चुअल प्लान विच हैज बीन एस्टैब्लिश्ड अर्लियर, सो अगर आपके पास वो प्रॉपर इंफॉर्मेशन ही नहीं होगा, इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग अ प्रॉपर गाइडलाइन हाउ टू डू अ वर्क, then how will you perform, how will you be like you can achieve the organizational goal if you are not having a proper information. So information is the guide to control. You should have a actual performance. You should have a standard performance for that. For actual performance, you need a standard of performance कि आपने क्या goal set किया है. What all information has been available according to the requirement. So this is your information which will help in controlling. अगर आपके पास standard performance ही नहीं है, then how will you measure whether you are doing it correct or not? So that's why information acts as a guide to the controlling. Next is your, it is a continuous activity. Control is not a one-step process but a continuous process. It involves constant revision and analysis of standards resulting from the deviation between actual and planned performance. See students, if you have made a changes once, okay, that will be corrected. But can you assure that that changes or maybe that the deviation will not occur again? So that is not a sure thing. You have to continuous evaluate the things. You have to continuous evaluate the performance and make the changes. So it's a continuous process. Planning and all the other steps of management is a continuous step. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने एक बार असाइनमेंट पूरा कर दिया, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम you will not receive any kind of assignments. You are regularly receiving the assignments, right? So in the same process, in the same way, what happens ki all the five steps of management are in a continuous form. They are a continuous process because एक बार आपने कोई चीज टारगेट अचीव कर लिया, then after that you will have again another target which you have to fulfill. So it's a kind of continuous process and एक बार changes हो सकती है, एक बार mistake हो सकती है, तो it can be occur again and again. Mistakes, it's not sure that mistakes are occurring only one time, you are making a mistake only one time. No, that's not possible. Mistakes can happen again and again. So for that, you have to ensure that you are continuously evaluating the performance and making a changes according to the requirement. Next is your, the essence of control is action. The performance of control is achieved only when corrective action is taken on the basis of feedback information. Of course, students, if you are not taking any control action, then what's the point of controlling and evaluating the performance? आप changes तो ले नहीं रहे हो and you are just evaluating. Okay, you have Mr. A, you have made a mistake one. Okay, Mr. B, you made a mistake in process two, but you are not taking any action against it. Then what's the point, students? So it is essence of control is action. Action अगर नहीं लोगे, then there is no use of controlling process. There is no use of control. So action is required whenever you feel that it is required to take action. So it is an important point. Next is your characteristics of control. Control is a managerial process. Of course, students, as I told you in previous slide, that it's a task which is performed by the management. Here, management is the responsible person who have to ensure that all the activities are going in an appropriate manner. Management process comprises of five functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So controlling is the part of management process. So here the controlling is a kind of function which needs to be tackled by the managers. That can be at different levels. That's not an issue. but it's a task which is performed by the managers, so that because they have a proper knowledge, they have a proper experience to ensure about the if there is any kind of deviation, then it's their duty, it's their responsibility to eliminate that deviation. So it's a function of managerial managerial persons. So it's a managerial process. That's of course because it's a part of five management process. Then control is forward looking. Of course, control is a forward looking. Whenever we are controlling something, so we are controlling in by putting in our mind for the future things. We are ensuring the output for future, not for present or not for past. Whatever has happened, and the manager can take corrective action only of the future operations. Past is relevant to suggest what has gone wrong. Whenever you are discussing that what was wrong, what was a deviation, what is that? So that is related to the past, and how to correct it, that is related to your future. Next is your control exists at each level of organization. Students, as I told you earlier, that it's a process which exists at each and every level of the organization. The source, or you can say that the idea, or the you can say strategies level can be differ in at all the levels, but controlling is a process which held at each and every department, which is ensured by all the levels of the organization. At every level, the control will differ. Top management would be involved in a strategic control. They are their work is more strategic, work is more complicated. So they are involved in the strategic control. Middle management involved into tactical control, and lower level into operational control. So it exists at each and every level of the organization. The only thing is that their work will be differ. Kind of, it's a difference in a strategies, or you can say there will be a difference in the controlling idea behind it, but it will exist at each and every level of the organization. Control is a continuous process. Control is not the last function of management, but it's a continuous process. ये कोई one time activity नहीं है, it's a continuous process. If you need a result, you want a better output, then you have to continuously evaluate and continuously make the changes in that. Otherwise, there is no use of controlling. The process of setting the standard needs constant analysis and revision depending upon external forces, plans, and internal performance. So these are the continuous performance elements. So here you what you have to do, you have to just continuous evaluate the things, you have to continuous evaluate the performance and then make the changes according to it. That's why it is known as a continuous process. Control is closely linked with planning. Of course, students, as I told you that standards are made in the planning process. In that process, we just define all the elements of the planning, like आपको क्या क्या work करना है, what all you have to do in your organization time. आपको क्या क्या चीजें करनी है to achieve a particular target. Then after that, in controlling, you have to measure the performance, whether you have done that work according to these standards or not, whether your performance is based on your standards or not. So these both of these processes are directly linked with each other. Planning and controlling is closely linked with each other, because every objective, every goal, every policy, every procedure and budget become a standard against which actual performance is compared. So comparison किसका होगा? Comparison will be between the actual performance and the standard performance. And here standard performance is linked with the planning, and actual performance is the outcome of the control. So these both of these are directly linked with each other. They are closely linked with each other. Last topic of the day is objectives of control. To ensure that activities are performed in accordance with the predetermined standard, that is to see that activity is achieving the desired result. So, students, as I told you earlier, that here what we have to do is we have to just ensure whether we are working in a right path or not, whether we are going to achieve our desired result or not. If we are working in a like wrong manner, if we are not working accordingly the desired result to not to achieve that result, then there is no point of doing that activity, there is no point of that expenses. So here what we have to do, we have to just ensure that all the activities are performed in a right manner, what we have decided to achieve our goal. Next is here to know what is happening and what has actually happened in the organization. So here the main important thing is that we have to analyze that what was happening, what we have decided, what was the standard of performance. So all of the employees are working in the right manner or not. Suppose we have decided to like follow the LIFO method in the organization, and here employees are working according to the FIFO method, then there is no point of doing that, because the organization needs to follow the LIFO method, not the FIFO one. So it is the duty of the managers that they have to ensure that what is happening and what actually happened, what they are required to do here. Next is here to determine the corrective action, if any, required for the achievement of goals with a minimum time, effort, and expenses. So, whenever there is any kind of deviation, so first thing which you have to do is that you have to take the corrective actions as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will take like much time and efforts, and also the expenses will be increased after some certain point of time. So all the actions, all the corrective actions are need to be performed as soon as possible. Next is to coordinate the diverse activities and efforts. See, there are different type of activities in an organization which takes place. By coordinating them and controlling them is a kind of difficult task. So here managers have to ensure that they are coordinating with all the different activities and efforts to ensure about the objective goal. To ensure the efficiency of operations by minimizing unnecessary and wasteful actions. So here our main target is to like reduce the wastages and reduce any kind of extra like extra money is going on. So here first thing which we have to do is that we are producing the product in a like very good quality, and secondly by eliminating the wasteful actions or like unnecessary activities, we also ensure the minimum cost of that product. So students, that's it for today's lecture, and in next video we will be continuing unit 4 only, and I hope you are clear with the like basics of controlling system. So here is a question which is related to our today's topic. What do you understand by control? Explain it with its characteristics. So you have to solve this question based on today's lecture, and I hope that you are clear with the basics of the unit 4. And if you face any kind of difficulty, then do let me know. I will arrange a doubt session for you. So please ask all your queries, because I can't assume that you are having some sort of doubts or not. It's your responsibility to ask those questions, those doubts with me. So you have to clear those doubts. Thank you for your cooperation and interest. Stay tuned for more videos.